Here's the last 24 hours in geopolitics. A Reuters investigation found the US is rebuilding its military presence across the Caribbean, upgrading bases and airfields in Puerto Rico as part of its largest regional buildup in decades. Officials cite counter-illicit substance aims, but analysts say the scale could allow Washington to project power toward Venezuela and shift the region's strategic balance. This, as US President Donald Trump has ordered the military to prepare for possible action in Nigeria, accusing the government of failing to protect Christians and warning that aid would be cut. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu rejected claims of religious intolerance, while groups monitoring said there is no evidence Christians are being targeted more than Muslims, noting that attacks affect people across faiths and regions. The US and China agreed to establish direct military communication channels following talks between US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and Chinese Admiral Dong Jun at a regional meeting in Malaysia. Hegseth said relations between the two countries were improving, though his earlier remarks warning ASEAN nations about China's destabilizing actions in the South China Sea highlighted Washington's dual approach of deterrence and diplomacy. Ukraine has deployed special forces to Pokrovsk as fighting intensifies, with Army Chief Oleksandr Syrsky stating that operations to repel Russian forces continue and denying claims of encirclement. Russia's defense ministry asserted its troops had defeated the Ukrainian team and released footage of captured soldiers, though the video's authenticity could not be verified and Kiev has not commented. Israel has warned it will intensify strikes against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, accusing Beirut of failing to enforce the group's disarmament despite a 2024 ceasefire. The statement followed an Israeli airstrike that eliminated 4 Hezbollah members, as Lebanese officials face mounting international pressure to uphold the truce amid continued cross-border tensions. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has apologized to US President Donald Trump over an Ontario-funded advertisement using Ronald Reagan's 1987 anti-tariff speech, which Trump called misleading and offensive. The controversy led Trump to suspend trade talks and threaten new tariffs, while Carney said he had advised Ontario Premier Doug Ford against airing the ad and accepted responsibility for managing US-Canada relations. Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan won re-election with more than 97% of the vote in a poll marked by unrest, protests, and the exclusion of major opposition candidates. The UN and several governments expressed concern over reports of repression, as critics accused Hassan's government of suppressing dissent and consolidating the ruling party's decades-long dominance.